Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of the E1 Sentry Advisor Remote Monitoring System training series. Today we're going to be showing how to add an account. So if you haven't already, I would recommend watching the video that talks about the account hierarchy and the account structure in general. In that video, we explain what it's meant by an account group, and how those different components are arranged to create basically your account hierarchy and how you navigate through that structure. So assuming that you are familiar with that information, what you can see here on the left-hand side of the screen are some navigation icons that are, in this case, they're relative to the home account or the top-level account that you log into. In my case, that's the E1 account. And so from here, I can look at all of my account groups, accounts, users, modems, etc. And by clicking on any one of these items, it would start to navigate through my structure. And if you click on one of these account groups or accounts and then a subsequent account and so on, what you will eventually get is on the bottom left of the screen are those same navigation or similar navigation items, but they're relative to that specific account that you are currently in. So at any given time, you will at a minimum have the top level account navigation items shown on the top left. And if you are down inside of a sub-account at a lower level, you will have those same navigation icons that are relative to that lower level that you're currently in. So when it comes to adding an account, and one of the things that I mentioned in the previous video is that it's important to be at the proper level to which you want to add the new account. So from here, I could go into the E1 accounts and add an account there. Or in this case, I'm actually navigated down into a lower level account and I'm looking at the accounts that are actually associated with that lower level account or sub account, if you will. So you can see here that we just have several demonstration accounts that are currently at this level. And all we're going to do is add a new account. So there's text at the top of the window that shows you where you are, as well as on the left-hand side, this is highlighted to, again, show you where you are, and just to make sure that you're adding the account into the proper location. So if I want to add a new account here, you quite simply come in here, click on the plus icon. You will add some information for the new account. There's several fields that may or may not be needed. If there's a long name and it's abbreviated or known by another name or something along those lines, you can add information there. If you use a billing software or application or something along those lines and this has an account number associated with it for billing purposes, you can add the account information in there. Also a description, just so if other people are using this may not be exactly familiar with what this account is, you can add some information, et cetera, et cetera. Most of that is secondary. You don't need to add it. It's just there for informational purposes. Time zone is very important. Every site that will eventually live in account, those events will be relative to the time zone that you choose at the account level. It's a global time zone for every site in the account. So the timestamps and such that are associated with the pump run times and the alarms and so on will have a timestamp, and they will be in the time zone that you choose at this level. And so you do that and you hit save, and you will notice that I now have in the account that I was currently in when I did this, I now have a new account added to that level. And so that is quite simply how you add an account. If I navigate into that account, you will see that the bottom left portion of the screen changed to now represent the items that are relative to this new account that I just created. So as I mentioned before, now that I'm in an account, I'm now able to go in and start adding sites and users and so on to this new account that I've just added. So those topics will be covered in a later video, so please check out our library of other training topics for those and several other training topics that we have included there. So that covers the topic of adding an account. Hopefully you found that useful. Please check out our other videos in the series which cover many of the other facets of Sentry Advisor and beyond. I look forward to speaking with you very